worldly powers, but from the heavenly host. What they gonna shoot out? The Lord said he gonna come and rebuke with flames of fire, them lasers, man.
And we ain't never seen the type of weapons and stuff a chariot has. Man, that's coming from the fourth dimension, bro.
Hey, bro, you ever seen that movie Iron Giant?
Oh yeah,
Remember how when he went ballistic, it was boo, boo, boo. And he was just coming out with everything, but he had that one little weapon where it was like a little spinning wheel, and then the little arms came like doo-doo-doo, and it shot out. It's so fast to hit the tanks. They was just like, oh shit! And they like, get out of there, get the fuck out. He was going ballistic. That's what the chariots are capable of. Some weapons, and then some. That's just a little bit, boy.
Right, so the whole point was just to show that World War III is prophesied in the Old Testament.
Man,
and when you go into the annotations in Isaiah chapter 9, it goes into the coming Prince of Peace, letting you know that this is talking about the return of Yahweh Shai. Man, wow. So that's a future prophecy. Man, so World War III is a future prophecy.
I got a precept.
Go ahead,
This is Joel 3 and 14. It says, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
Woo! Where's the valley of decision? The Middle East. That's the Saudi Arabia Peninsula. They call the Levant region, like right there.
And there's troops out there already. For those of you that are paying attention, right? Yeah. Okay, you won't get that on news like Fox and CNN. Yeah. You got to listen to like Al Jazeera and all these other like what do you call them? Alternative media. Yeah, the troops and their weapons are already out there. They're just waiting for somebody to fire the first shot. And they've been out there for a year or two already. Yeah. Going to show you what time we're in.
And why is it called the Valley of Decision? Because decision goes into judgment. And this third world war that's coming, this is going to be the Most High's final judgment upon the earth.
Right. And then the analysts have even said, and I brought this out a few times, that had this been any other time in history, we would have been at war already. I'm going to show you that this is a spiritual thing that's happening. The Most High has to seal his elect before all destruction breaks loose. You know, we're in the midst of those times now.
And the war has already started in the spirit. Just like how the most two powerful nations that's gonna be in this last conflict, Babylon the Great and Russia the Bear and shit. They've been fucking building up since the end of World War II, but the rest of the nations had to catch up. Now they there. But then the Lord had to raise up his men too to seal the elect. So now we at that time. Because we gotta let you know, hey, ain't just about to be Russia, Babylon, these fucking world powers. There's gonna be a power from outside this world.
That's right.
It's gonna come wage war against this place. We telling you of Yahweh Shai. He coming with the heavenly host. So, because most people didn't know that, they're like, oh, World War III. You know, but you don't know that the Lord himself is gonna be there.
And the fact that they've openly come out and admitted their Space Force is a clear sign of that. Because don't get it twisted, they've had weapons in space since like the 80s. Okay? But these chariot sightings are becoming so frequent, they have no choice but to bring it out. Which is proof in there that new Showtime documentary coming out, that 4-part series about the chariots. Yep. Okay? And some of those videos that they showed in that commercial were videos that brothers have already put up. So that goes to show that they're watching and they know, they just have no choice but to bring it out. Now they're most likely gonna lie.
Bro, they gonna demonize, they gonna do that. But go ahead,
Yeah, I want to land back real quick just to finish this out. Yeah. Matthew chapter 5, verse 7, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. And this is mercy right here, man. Us bringing this word out, telling you that the Lord is going to come back. That's what it's all about. Lord willing, we receive that mercy.
Now, so we're going to show you, brothers, on the map, the Valley of Decision.
And Baba Kashan, can I read verse 2? Because it goes right into that. This is Joel 2 and 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
Do you not see that? Because years ago, really these last, I'd say 5 to 6 years, the military has been moving in there. Remember when the Syrian army had left, and then the U.S. army withdrew? Yeah. Who moved right up in there? The Russians. Just like the scriptures say in Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, that they're going to be a guard unto these other nations. Yep. Then you had the African northern nations with Ethiopia. Then you had Iran joining with Russia, just like the scriptures state. So right here, the Valley of Decision.
Well, that was actually on TV with the Ethiopian leaders praising their new alliance with Russia. That's scripture.
Right there. This is the Valley of Decision. Right there. Because the hinder part, it said the Northern Army going to be removed into a land barren and desolate. Right here. Yep. So they hinder part to the Red Sea, and before them, you see right there, right across is who? Iran. So So this is the main place. It said a horrible vision from the east. It's gonna begin right here in this region. This is the theater of war. But it's gonna be war everywhere. It's gonna be war in the States. It's gonna be civil war. See it coming. So that's what the brother's reading. If you don't know. If you don't know, now you know. Now you know. And this is gonna be the end of it. That's gonna be the end. First Chronicles 16:10. But continue.
Again in verse 2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Is the Lord inviting him down there for a tea party? No, he invited him down there to kill their ass, destroy them. Because it tells you that in the Esdras, second Esdras, 13, that it said it was an innumerable multitude of men gathered from every place. What is that talking about? Armageddon, which is a Hebrew word, is a compound word. Har-Magadwan, Har meaning mountain or hill, and then Magadwan, Gad meaning troop. Magadwan means a plural, troops. So mountain of troops is going to be all the nation's armies gathered in one place, man, to be destroyed there. That's perfect, man. That's the art of war right there. They said the number one thing in the art of war is deception. See the Lord going, come on down. Come on down. He invited them, come on down. And he invited them up in there thinking that they're going to have the next seat of power. Like, nah. You in this place only to be destroyed, man. That's why I said that they were afraid, and yet there's fight.
It's like your Howard Shai coming like old boy from Sicario.
Man,
finish your bill.
That's it, man.
Now women can be drafted too.
Oh, there you go.
Good.
Hey, now you women can be drafted too. You want to be equal, right? Well, hey, because really, they're letting you know when they're bringing this draft out, that means that they ain't got enough bodies, and that they know that conflict is coming. And you ugly ass Americans, y'all don't want to go back to work. Y'all fat, y'all ugly, you're drinking Coca-Cola and shit. They need men to fight. But they like, well, damn, we ain't even got the men. That dude over there, he got a goddamn pot belly. We need the women too. Yeah. So, and you women want to be so goddamn equal, G.I. Jane and shit, or G.I. Lane, your ass is going to be destroyed, man. Over there.
And those with a military mindset know that if America is going to those lengths to get more people in their army, that's a clear indicator that their forces are spread too thin. Because you don't hear countries like Russia and North Korea saying, oh, we got to draft, women and stuff. They have their standing army already. Right. Just America is spread too thin, man.
And the other thing about that, these other nations, they're in the ancient world mind state. Because the Chinese have women in the military not to fight,
that's the pop,
but
man.
to have babies for the men that they know is going to die in the war.
Yep.
So, they need more bodies and shit.
Hey, that shows that America expects heavy casualties.
Yeah, man. So it's over for this place. Then you got Mr. Magoo. Like, well, your leader represented your nation. So if you have a leader he threw, then what do you think the populace is on? They drugged out, bugged out, saying shit that they don't want to say.
But even in the military, and you see this all over Instagram and TikTok, you got military personnel who are openly saying they don't want to take the vaccine. So you're going against your own country.
That's right.
And then on top of that, you got to line them up on the front lines next to a transgender and a woman and expect them to have your back when you're fighting. That's confusion, man. You get popped in the ass. You expect this woman to pick you up like fucking G.I. Jane and take you to safety? That's not realistic, man. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, man.
Hey, like Barack said from that movie Without Remorse with Michael B. and shit. Said that his like commanding officer was a fucking black woman and shit. He's like, that's not fucking real. Because Barack was there. He used to serve like, they ain't got no fucking woman in there. Not even to right now. And they lowered the standards for women to even join those different ranks. But there ain't no fucking woman at the top just ruling over men and shit at this moment in time. That's fucking not realistic.
Hey, did you hear about woman, female cop? It was a shooting that happened right in front of her, and she drove off on camera, man. It's on the dash cam, and they looking at disciplinary actions. And she literally watched the man get shot and drove off, man. She was right there.
That's what you women gonna do when war really fucking breaks out, man. You gonna be hiding, and you ain't gonna fucking know what to do. It said that men shall be afraid in them times, in these times. How much more a fucking woman like that dude that bugged out Edomite came to the house and she's like, the woman inside, I want to rape her, kill her and rape her. Okay, and he said it straight up. But in the time that we entering into, the Edomite ain't gonna nicely come to you on some good, like a good neighbor and shit, he just gonna break the fuck in and
right.
take what he want. He might take the nigga in there too. We in that time where you men can easily get it, just like these women.